In October of 2025, 4 urban explorers from the YouTube channel Funbox Experience were filming a video in an abandoned mall when they unexpectedly encountered something that sent them running for their lives. The creators behind the channel are a close-knit group of friends who typically venture into abandoned locations, often exploring some of America's most sketchy and dangerous sites. In this particular video, the explorers, as part of their Halloween episode, chose to investigate the infamous Vaughn's headquarters located in Long Beach, California. This site has gained notoriety among urban explorers for its eerie atmosphere and intriguing history, making it a fitting choice for their Halloween-themed adventure. As they began their exploration, they parked their car nearby and made their way toward the abandoned facility. Upon arriving at the location, they sneaked in and entered the parking lot, which was the only known and accessible entrance that they had. While still in that area, they started setting up their gear to kick off their exploration. However, as they were preparing, they suddenly began hearing noises coming from their vicinity. And before they could even process who or what it was, they spotted a strange man in the distance who was now walking towards them.
Dylan, just like stay back there. I thought I saw someone. Hey, let me try something. I think it was because I was walking. I saw something move, and I thought I saw somebody moving, but it didn't. Oh. They're definitely exploring.
Are you a squatter? Are you gonna? Because we're not gonna do nothing to you. We're just trying to make sure if you're gonna do something to us.
The person dressed in all black unexpectedly approached the explorers, staring intently at them. This sudden encounter caused the explorers to freeze in place, with some even instinctively hiding. Although one of the explorers attempted to engage him in conversation, he remained unresponsive, standing motionless while maintaining his suspicious gaze. The explorers, visibly shaken and uncomfortable with the entire situation, tried to reassure the individual that they meant no harm and were simply there to film and explore the mall. After a tense moment, he finally broke his silence and began to speak to the group.
If you're gonna do something to us. We're just explorers. We do YouTube. Want to film with you? Oh, you're also filming? Here. We can? Okay. So like we're good. Okay.
I was like, I noticed he was looking at me, and I was like, okay, he knows we're here. And I'm now just kind of confused. I think he's a squatter.
After their brief but somewhat strange exchange, the individual confirmed that it was fine for them to film and explore the mall. Although they weren't entirely sure if the person was a squatter or a security guard, they ultimately brushed off this whole interaction and made their way into the mall. For the next 30 minutes, they cautiously moved from one side of the building to another, and aside from some faint noises and distant thuds, their exploration was fairly typical and uneventful. The explorers, finally feeling a sense of confidence and comfort in their surroundings, decided to leave that section and chose to check out the upper levels. However, as soon as they reached the first floor, that's when they stumbled upon something extremely disturbing.
I see light. It's through this door. There's an escalator. Guys. Hello? I thought I heard a whisper.
This is crazy. A squatter already. Back down in the lower level. Shh. I swear on my life I heard someone. Okay, let's not go down there.
That said don't open dead. Hello? was that? I didn't capture that. What? What? Okay, I'll get out, bro. I'll get out. Holy f***. You just could ask.
The individual wielding a power tool suddenly appeared out of nowhere and aggressively charged toward the explorers. The man, who seemed to be a scrapper, then confronted the group and immediately ordered them to leave the premises. Fearful for their lives, the explorers complied and began making their way toward the exit. However, the man was not satisfied with their retreat, as he started chasing after the group and ultimately proceeded to attack them as they attempted to escape the mall.
I don't know if I want to post that. Oh, you get out, man. Oh, we just did that for Halloween. Holy. There's scavengers in there. You didn't grab mine?
Charlie, go get yours. Charlie, go get yours.
Go. Ow.
Charlie, Did you get it?
Oh, I wrecked my pants, I believe.
Did you get the backpack? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my fucking camera gear.
Get out. Let's get out.
Let's get the out of here.
The scrapper relentlessly pursued and attacked the explorers, forcing them to scramble and fall to the floor, as they desperately tried to crawl their way out of the building. Once they were out of danger and at a safe distance from the individual, the group quickly ran out of the parking lot, leaving the mall behind. Fortunately for the explorers, they did not encounter the scrapper again and managed to return to safety without any further incidents. They later reflected on this shocking experience, describing it as one of the most insane and frightening encounters they had ever faced. Additionally, they also acknowledged how fortunate they were that day, expressing immense gratitude that everyone made it out safely and that none of them sustained any serious injuries during this chilling altercation. If you've enjoyed the video so far, it would mean a lot if you considered subscribing. Over 95% of you watching haven't subscribed yet. Your support really helps the channel grow, and in return, I promise to keep bringing you guys the best quality content. Now let's get back to the video. The following footage was uploaded to the YouTube channel BGP Films in February of 2017. In the video, two urban explorers were exploring an old abandoned school when they made one of the most bizarre and downright shocking discoveries. The two explorers, who typically venture into abandoned locations, were investigating the old St. Mary's Nursery in Bradford, England. The initial minutes of their exploration went pretty smoothly. They were able to explore the lower section in relative peace, and it appeared as though they were completely alone inside the building. However, approximately 10 minutes into their video, while exploring one of the rooms, they suddenly heard a woman's voice coming from the first floor. Although initially hesitant and startled by the noises, they eventually decided to investigate their source and cautiously began walking up the stairs. But as soon as they reached that floor, that's when they stumbled upon something extremely alarming.
Hello. Are you friendly? Are you friendly?
Are you exploring?
What are you doing? Sorry, I can't hear you. Pardon?
Can't get out.
How did you get up?
I'm not joking you.
How did you get up?
I have absolutely no idea. No, seriously, there's got to be a way out.
Well, there's only a way if you got up. There's only a way down is the way you got up. There's a way around here, look. Go around this way, the stairs here. Definitely. So, do you live here? Do you live here? Do you live here? But how did you get up here? Okay.
The woman, whose head was sticking out of a small opening in the window, insisted that she was trapped inside and pleaded with the explorers to help her escape. The duo, already on edge due to her unexpected presence and thoroughly confused by the strange encounter, immediately started questioning her about the circumstances of her predicament. She eventually responded that she had no memory of how she'd gotten there, nor did she know of any way out, which is why she was appealing to them for assistance. She also explained that she had been extremely drunk the previous night and somehow ended up trapped inside that room. The explorers, still struggling to make sense of the situation and deeply suspicious of her story and the overall circumstances, remained skeptical and continued to press her for more information.
But how did you get up here? Okay, well, I'm sure you'll find your way down.
Literally everything is plasterboarded in the...
Do you not have a phone? You don't have a phone?
I lost my phone. I went out for a night out, lost my phone, and I'm sorry.
She could have been trapped by the killer. We'll try and get some help.
Should we call the police? Should we call the police? Can I see your hands? Can I see your hands?
Can you see my hands?
Yeah.
Don't trust you.
No, show both your hands.
Sorry, we're just... we're just not sure.
Were you drunk? Were you drunk? Yeah. Are you on drugs? Why?
We do not trust this person. I don't trust this person. Let's go. Who's leaving?
What? Oh, I'm so confused.
Let's go, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Despite the woman explaining her side of the story, the explorers found it difficult to comprehend her situation, and as they confronted her further, their skepticism only grew regarding the entire scenario. The duo ultimately decided against complying with any of her requests, and eventually chose to leave her alone. They then made their way towards the exit and immediately started running out of the building. Fortunately for them, they did not encounter anything unusual again and managed to escape the woman in the building. However, to their surprise, they eventually ran into the woman outside the building, and she had somehow managed to escape, despite her earlier insistence that she was trapped inside a room.
And the woman we found in the building has now come out. Still don't know what the hell she was doing, but this is weird. With what?
Were you in there?
I went in and then we went to get the other person to go and help you, and then it's just... Are you good though?
I am fine.
Okay, good. No problem.
It remains unclear who the woman was, or more importantly, what her intentions were. But based on her extremely suspicious behavior that day, it seems more likely that she was still under the influence, and this situation might have been part of a more sinister plan. Her entire story and the narrative about being trapped inside the room could have been an elaborate setup to lure the explorers, potentially with the aim of robbing or even attacking them. Disturbingly, at one point the duo even asked her if it would be alright to call the police, but the woman hesitated and rejected their offer of help, a response which only added to the suspicion surrounding her story and the overall circumstances, as anyone who was genuinely in distress and in her situation would likely welcome such an offer. But in the end, the explorers made the right decision by not following her instructions and leaving the building, as it allowed them to avoid any unwanted problems and escape before the situation escalated. In December of 2021, a YouTuber named Chuck uploaded a video titled, "We explored an abandoned US military base" to his channel, Condition Orange. Chuck, who's a former Marine Corps officer, has successfully transitioned into the genre of urban exploration. With his military experience, he provides a unique perspective to his explorations, often emphasizing safety and respect for the locations that he visits. In this particular video, Chuck along with one of his friends, Oscar, set out to explore an abandoned military base located in New Orleans, Louisiana. As the duo began their exploration, they initially walked around the property to make sure that no active security guards were monitoring the building. Additionally, they also decided to check for any illegal squatters, ensuring that the area was clear of any individuals who might pose a risk. After thoroughly scouting the surroundings, they found no signs of anything suspicious and decided to enter the military base. During the initial minutes of their exploration, they cautiously moved from one side of the building to another, and they did not encounter anything unusual during this time. The duo then decided to leave that section and chose to explore the upper levels. However, as they were walking through that area, that's when things started to take a turn for the worse for the two explorers.
They didn't pay too much attention to the abandoned property, but if you look over there, you can see the fence. There's a guard in the guard shack.
What was that?
Hello?
It's like they're down.
It sounded like it was right here.
Oh, right up there.
Let's go meet him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go say hi to our guests.
Hey. Yo, no offense or anything, but you look like Laura Croft right there doing that. No, that's the Tomb Raider? That's super cool. Yeah, you got the ponytail thing going on. That's what it was reminding me of.
Hey, be careful though. I've been in a water tower before. You don't have an oxygen monitor. There may not be any oxygen down there. Yeah, but none of them would look nice if all of them we did were like this.
After noticing someone on top of the building, the duo eventually made their way towards them and ascended to the roof. Once on top, they realized the group was also there to explore the building and didn't pose any threat towards them. For the next few minutes, the explorers began conversing with the other group and even went down to explore the water tank together. After their brief but friendly adventure, they said their goodbyes and went their separate ways. The duo then decided to head back down and continue their exploration. During their descent, they spotted an area near the building that looked like a makeshift homeless camp or a shelter. But given that they didn't notice anyone going in or out of that area, they didn't think too much about this detail and eventually concluded that it might be an old, deserted part of the military base. They then proceeded to the basement to explore that section. However, as they were walking towards one of the rooms, that's when they made a chilling discovery.
Whoa. I think someone's living right there. Oh, it's like a homeless camp. Homeless villager. Wait, is this from here?
Maybe. Yeah, it's open over here. Well, if no one knew we were here, they know now. Hello? That bike, I wonder if it, oh shit.
See you later, we're just walking by.
Hey, yeah, we're just walking by. We didn't spook you too much, did we?
Yeah. Not very it's all right.
I saw the bike and I was just like, you know what, let's say something. I don't want anyone.
Yeah, we don't want to spook nobody. We're
Yeah.
just trying to get pictures of the building.
Got up here, so it's good. So,
Right on, man.
a bunch of other people in here I know on the second floor and in the middle building. So when you go over, yeah, I know pretty much everybody. So.
Anyone that we should be like worried about hurting us? Like we're just trying to.
Not really, as long as you like say who you are.
Do you know the nearest staircase? Is it that way or this way?
Go out that way, but yeah, you go around. The military came through here and blew a bomb up right here. And the next like aisle way up, but it's a door.
Oh.
So everything's kind of like up and like scattered all across, you know. Okay. So metal and all kinds of stuff. But it's right here on the next right, the stairwell.
Okay. Go on.
One out.
Yeah, man.
Hey, take it easy. Be safe, bro.
Yes, sir.
For sure, man.
After encountering the homeless individual, the duo immediately apologized and assured him that they were explorers who were simply trying to check out the building. Thankfully, the individual was fairly respectful and friendly towards them, but he did give them a heads up that there were still more people within the building and mentioned they should be careful during their exploration. The duo took note of this detail before leaving the man and moving up to the second floor. The The explorers then pulled out their pepper spray and cautiously began navigating the building, calling out and making their presence known before entering each room. However, as they walked past a blind corner and reached a particularly dark part of the building, that's when they encountered something once again.
Just letting anybody know that's in here. We mean no harm, we're just here exploring. Just a couple of guys exploring, that's it. If anybody's in here, let us know. I'm not trying to scare anybody.
Somebody's listening to it already. Oh. Okay.
Excuse us.
Yeah, we're just passing by. Sorry.
Want to let them know. Hey, how's it going? We're just explorers. We're just exploring.
Yeah. What? I'm Oscar. This is Chuck. We're just walking by.
What are you doing?
We're just walking by, man.
We walk by. If you keep walking that way, you go to the end of the warehouse with chain link fence.
Oh, okay.
If you need any information on the place or a tour guide or anything, call me right here in the mall.
Oh, okay. We'll do.
All right.
Yes, sir.
My name's Hollywood, brother.
Hollywood. Thanks,
Hollywood.
man. Brother, appreciate it, brother.
Hey, I like the light, man.
Yeah, the light's dope.
You're gonna be fine. Don't believe the myth about the place. Everybody's dangerous and all this crap.
Okay.
It's not like that, dude. Look, I've lived here for 3 years, you know. They ran me out of here once or twice, you know, but they know what I'm about.
Down to have a smoke and talk?
Are you a type of law enforcement agency?
No, we're Marines, but we got out Marine Corps.
All right, pleasure to meet you, man. I just grew up at Oceanside myself.
I got my tattoo from Oceanside right here.
Oh, yeah? Well, let me see who you are. Do you already know you?
Nah, you don't know.
For real? Okay.
Yeah.
The individual that they encountered on the second floor introduced himself as Hollywood and mentioned he had been living inside the building for approximately 3 years. For the next several minutes, the explorers began talking to him, and he even invited them inside his room. Hollywood then gave them a tour of his living quarters, explaining his survival strategies and how he had managed to live within the building for all those years. Afterward, he launched into a detailed history of the military base, but not before recounting some truly dark and bizarre tales surrounding the location.
Look, I am the spokesperson for this place. I'm telling you, I know this place like the back of my hand. Under the pier right here, a guy got that dude right out there. The cops didn't even want to come down here and get their. I said, why do you want to come back out here and look at this dude, man? Dead, a body back here. And they're like, we don't want to get our shoes muddy. But they said that's how they don't give a damn about. You can really get away with it here. There's been several months here. Believe it or not, I went from living in here to jail. My bunkie was one of the guys, and girl, so he told me his side of the story. I know the story of her, everything and where she was in here, and the people that found her, and everything in the exact same spot.
That's
and
insane.
we tested it many times, and I've seen her ghost before. That girl thought she was my girlfriend. She did.
That's
back and forth.
crazy.
Yeah, she thought she was my girlfriend. She would get mad, and Kristen would come in here, and she would feel a feeling. So you feel the ghost before you see it.
Kind of a chill, a cool.
The emotion that was caused during the time of the death. Feel that overtake everything in the room at once. Boom. Everybody like, man, I'm getting out of here, man. And it's constantly traveling through this room right now.
Why do you choose to stay here after that?
To pursue that.
Oh,
and
nice.
Somehow, some way, I've not seen any sightings of that person again.
I wonder if you occupying the space scared the ghost away?
I'll tell you right now,
don't
every
know.
day there's a paranormal experience in here.
Okay.
Look, I can close my door and I will hear all kinds of going on out there. And I'm like, open the door, and it's nothing. It would sound like somebody's walking last night, like, shh, 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 somebody dragging something. And I'm thinking, damn, what the hell is that dude dragging down the hall? Open the door, and nobody's evidence of nothing dragging anywhere.
After sharing some of the dark stories about the military base, Hollywood offered the explorers to join him for a tour of the property. The duo gladly accepted his invitation and followed Hollywood as he showed them around the location for almost the next 15 minutes. During this tour, Hollywood provided a very detailed and thorough explanation of the place, describing the previous uses of each room, and essentially becoming an excellent tour guide to help them navigate the building. After the tour, the duo was extremely grateful for his time and kindness, and offered him some money for going out of his way to give them a tour, and for his generosity throughout their interaction. They eventually said their goodbyes, and Hollywood went back to his room, while the explorers left the military base. Nevertheless, this video serves as a good reminder and a contrast to the content usually featured on this channel, that not every individual you encounter inside a building is hostile or dangerous, and you never know, you might meet someone as kind and generous as Hollywood, who is willing to share his knowledge, offers a unique perspective, and ultimately becomes your personal tour guide.